2, 1. UN Space Wolf Squadron. This is your Wolf Commander Wolf 10. I'm your werewolf. We're here to do another anime spotlight, and today we're doing a particular anime called Dead Leaves. An interesting anime to be had. Lots of laughs, lots of gags, and all the ultra violence that you need from this anime. It's one of a kind, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I have with me today the Schooner Tuna.
Coming at you live from a secret government facility, very deep underground, but has excellent Wi-Fi. This is Schooner Tuna. And let me just say that this anime is unapologetic in its approach.
Yeah.
And that's just to whet the appetite of our listeners. This is such crude. This is a crude anime.
Such anime exists.
Yep.
Such anime exists. Right next to him is the Maverick Hunter Saint Brian Gill Martin.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you've all been doing well. And yes, I had a chance to check out Dead Leaves. And I'm suddenly wondering what in the ever-loving, front-flipping, blue limited edition hell have I just witnessed?
Share my adventures, sir. Share my adventures.
Oh, yes, indeed, yes. This is totally a weird anime. Probably the weirdest thing I have ever borne witness to in my life thus far. And I got a feeling it's only going to get worse from here. So wish me luck, fam.
Now, in the green room, the Bear of the North bid us farewell. She was with us for a while, so we will say hi to Eloise Dotto on her behalf and on the behalf of everybody here on the panel. And for those of you who are also in the audience, those non-existent motherfuckers, you. But we now introduce the now christened Warden of the South, the Hound of the South, Dominic Powell.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're having a very pleasant week as Halloween's over and Thanksgiving has begun almost. As for Dead Leaves, I'd say spring is weird would be an understatement. It's balls off the wall insane.
Yup.
How appropriate that I chose an anime with the title Leaves and we're in the eve of fall.
Pretty much.
Can I pick them or can I pick them?
You certainly
can
can
pick them indeed, my friend.
I'll say that indeed. I mean, I would say that this whole anime film based off of a manga is insane. But then again, if you look at our reality, this looks like an aspiration.
Mm-hmm.
At least in the world of Dead Leaves, there's still some remaining logical sense. Whereas in our current reality, it's a clown world.
Yep.
I mean, dude, before I even elaborate more into this, let's pause the brakes real quick just to announce today is Melissa Harris's birthday.
Yeah, and Melissa Harris, if you're watching this, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Melissa Harris.
Happy birthday, Melissa.
Happy birthday, Melissa.
All right, then. Now that we got out the way, tell Jake I said hello, and for everybody, say hello. Wish her a happy birthday as well, off screen if you like. But yeah, let's get into this real quick. Let's get into this kooky of an anime.
You know,
and I'm actually trying to desensitize you guys because I believe next Tuesday we'll be covering Now and Then Here and There, and I hope you guys have been watching that, in snippets.
Uh-oh.
I've seen it before.
Thank you, because I'm not alone. Hopefully, and I really want Schooner's take on Now and Then Here and There specifically.
Oh Lord! So I'm guessing it's going to be just as dark as Dead Leaves and Vampire Hunter D.
Well, it's going to be just as dark in Heart of Darkness sense.
Oh, Heart of Dark. Okay. All right.
Boy.
Oh boy.
It's basically Heart of Darkness anime, but it's set in a futuristic world.
Oof.
Separated from our own. Hopefully Fizz will be with us for that one. I don't know. I don't know his schedule. I don't know what his life is like, but hopefully he'll be with us for that one. We shall see.
We
Yeah.
We
shall.
shall overcome.
Mhm.
So you guys have given you your overall your general thoughts in the beginning. Go into detail on your thoughts. Let's start with Schooner.
Well, all right. So after watching this film, I looked it up. Apparently, Dead Leaves is a 2004. I mean, it came out in 2004. It's a film, but it was also produced by Manga Entertainment and
Mm-hmm.
production IG. What really fascinates me is the this is exaggerated features for even by anime standards, which I think is interesting. It's one of those animation tunes, okay? So it's not trying to go for anime. It's not trying to go for realism. It went more the opposite approach,
Yeah.
a more
Yeah.
cartoon aesthetic. Um, First and foremost, I think everybody can agree with me. It's very fast paced and has very energetic visual styles.
Yeah.
So, I mean, talk about super expressive, but I'll give you a brief rundown on the plot. It centers around Retro and Pandy. Pandy, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Pandy, yes.
Yeah, Pandy. Pandy is the guy on the
No,
guy with.
Retro is the TV head.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
And
Retro's the
Pandy's the girl.
yeah. Pandy's the girl, and Retro's the guy
Our
with.
protagonist is that's on screen right now.
Yep, our protagonist on screen. They're clearly renegades. The movie starts with them waking up naked.
Quick aside, I'm saying that with two big air quotes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, two big air quotes on our protagonists. They are renegades. They are violent. They are loud. They are crude. And I don't know if they're lovers, but they're partners. So
Yeah.
anyway, they wake up, they're naked on Earth, they don't know how they got there, and they go on this major crime spree, getting chased by the authorities, and then they're apprehended and they're sent to the moon, which is called a moon prison called Dead Leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Hijinks ensues because the
Roll
prison,
credits, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
real credits. When you get on there, you realize that this prison is like a nightmare.
It's basically Alcatraz on steroids.
It's not only that. I mean, first off, everybody is put on in a straight jacket, and they're kind of wheeled around by these. They're hooked onto the ceiling, and the ceiling basically moves them everywhere. They have,
Yep.
they have such a limited
Dude,
range.
this place has better processing than fucking real life jail.
I know.
No, right?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
bruh, my processing did not my processing did not move that damn fast. My shit took for damn near forever.
Yeah.
I will have to tell that story one of these days.
Oh boy. That'll
but
be
anyway,
interesting.
but
It
anyway,
will be definitely interesting.
within the prison walls, they're force fed, and they're even forced to crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They-
that's insane.
That was the weirdest scene, and you think that's the weirdest scene in the entire thing?
Oh, what is it doing? Sucking it on my ass.
Yep. They have these tubes that come down, hook up to their butts, and it forces them to crap. And I'm like, oh my god, what the hell am I watching? Why? This makes
And
so
you're
much sense.
punished if you crap too much.
I know.
Yeah, because you plug up the system when you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, because the warden comes in because somebody clogs the tubing, and the warden is a
Oh,
fan.
by the way, we have
That
Fizz with
actually
us.
reminds me of work where some people like clog up the toilet
Hey,
with the
Fizz.
toilet paper, you know?
El Super Beasto flashbacks.
Anyway, but then you find out the warden is a freaking psycho, and he'll kill just because he enjoys it. So
You got that wrong.
no, he doesn't. No, he kills if you
You're
cross.
talking about the prison guards.
Yeah, the prison
They
guard.
only have. Well, they do have they do have an army of prison guards, but like they have the two top guards, 6'6" and 7'7".
Yeah.
Being I think double six might be the big one, and double seven is the skinny one, or I might have that backwards. Wiki time.
Yeah. but both of them are just they enforce the warden's will, and they will not hesitate to kill.
Right.
It's kind of okay. So they kind of go through a day in the life of a prisoner. You find out one of the prisoners has a drill for a dick.
Dick.
That killed me more than anything. Anyway, so after the day of hard labor,
Sorry, quick correction. 6'6" is the skinny one, and 7'7" is the big one.
So Retro and Pandy are back in their cell, and what was it? I think it was Pandy is trying to. No, Retro is trying to find a way to get out, and when he can't escape,
You're jumping ahead. You're jumping ahead, Schooner. Hang on.
Go ahead.
So far, yeah, they just got through processing. They've seen all the most ridiculous shit happen to some of the prisoners, like 7'7", finger flick a dude's skeleton out of his body for crapping too much.
Mm-hmm.
But there is some strange things afoot. Like she's having a irritation in her eye. Like before they even, it's one of the reasons why they got caught in the first place. It's like during their
escape,
during their not their escape, but during their killing spree, or at least their little crime spree actually.
That got them apprehended in the first place.
Yeah, her eyes throbs, and that's what caused them to crash. One of the prisoners seemed to be more insightful as to what is going on with Pandy's eye, which is the doc that has that's literally a testicle.
Yeah, what the?
But yeah, he pretty much briefly mentions it, but that's when they're getting taken back to their private cells, and now you can continue of what happens, Schooner.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, actually, no. Sorry.
You go ahead. I want to hear you explain it. You're doing this better than me.
Yeah. Well, she's also getting visions, or at least memories. Her memories are slowly coming back. Like you get brief glimpses of a little redhead girl, Pandy. I'm pretty sure that comes up later too. But there's even a poem that's essentially talking about caterpillars. Yeah. And how they're looking up and stretching their necks by looking up, and the situation with ants and stuff like that. There's even scenes of bloodshed, or a guy with hair covering his eyes, which I'm definitely going to touch upon a little bit later on that guy. But you get stuff like that while the story is moving at a quick pace. You getting glimpses of what could possibly be Retro and Pandy's old life before they they crash into Earth and awaken in what appears to be what might be stasis pods.
Yeah.
Also, the moon looks like it's been chewed like a cookie.
Yeah.
You forgot to mention that detail. Like
I did forget that. Yeah. Well, the designs and yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, there's that detail. So yeah, we're now where Schooner is at, where they're finally processed, and they're now put into their little cells, which essentially is a it's essentially another cell, basically what amounts to being a room that's in a sane asylum, basically a padded room.
The whole cell's padded.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that it's a mixture of a regular prison and a sane asylum. The way how Dead Leaves is set up.
What's even more crazy is that they don't even take the straitjackets off when they're in the cell. They just keep them in the cell with the straitjackets.
Yep, and they still work with those straitjackets. Later on, we get to see Retro working in the mining area of the moon, where they're actually literally holding the pickaxes with the straitjackets on them.
Yeah.
All the while, prisoners are getting killed in the background by 7'7" and 6'6". While they're having this conversation, especially So we also got Pandy's getting some information from the old guy. But we're also getting some more exposition from Retro through the other prisoners. Like he gets some exposition
Yeah.
from the
Mhm.
drill guy and
Mhm.
some other guys, prison guys, while they're working there, and of course, obviously they're working out trying to break out. Retro
Mhm.
specifically is trying to
Mhm.
set up a way to break out. He's even he's one running gag is that Retro keeps wondering what they were originally. Like were we crime bosses? Were we yakuza?
Yeah, he thought they were like big time gangsters or something like that.
Like we had to be big time gangsters. You know, him and his twisted logic. But
Oh yeah.
that's the beauty of Retro. Retro is actually pretty fun to watch at times. Like
The
Because he's
thing
so
also about
manic,
him
you
is
know.
that the thing about Retro too is that he really does not care about his past life. He's curious, but he doesn't really care. He just says, "I was probably yakuza. I mean, look at what I can do." Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's another thing. They're very gifted individuals in that they know how to handle firearms. They also have knowledge of how firearms work, hand to hand combat. They're
Mhm.
super strong. Like again, going
Yeah.
back to that crime spree,
Yeah.
I'm about to call her Panda. Pandy is able to topple over a big fuck all robot
Yeah.
by
Mm-hmm.
just kicking it and punching
Yep.
it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Retro is able to propel himself through his fart,
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is
that
funny.
was that was pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
It was.
Learn that from Kid Muscle of all people, I bet you.
Mm-hmm. But it
But
was
yeah, like
but it was
go ahead,
funny.
Sooner.
It was funny because when they were on their crime spree and running around, Retro is basically seeing kicking some butt and stuff like that. But he easily gets owned by a giant robot the police deploy, and then and then Candy just basically takes it down with her hand-to-hand combat. Even Retro's like, "Wow,
Yep,
Yeah.
he's obviously smitten.
oh yeah."
Oh, he's definitely smitten.
There are moments he even tries to come on to her in parts.
Yeah, well, yeah. The opening scene of the movie was when the two of them were there naked, and the first thing he's doing is that he's making goo goo eyes at her.
hmm And she's just taking it in passing, or at least she's not really recognizing that he's observing her assets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing about the movie too, is that she's off put by Retro, but it's shown that she does care for him. I
Exactly.
mean,
She's
Yeah. Mhm.
so
which
far
we'll
the
get
friendship
to.
is building up.
Yeah.
Anything to
And
say, Brian?
Not a whole lot. I think Schooner pretty much covered all of it. Though I will say this: it's pretty wild how they just go from one thing to the next in like at the speed of a freaking roller coaster. You
Almost
barely
zero
get
to
any
100, huh?
you barely get any time to breathe in this one before shit starts happening, and off you go.
Oh, by the way, I have to make this announcement real quick. For those of you who are interested in this anime, please, if you have epilepsy or any kind of condition that causes you to seize up, please do not watch this movie.
Oh yeah,
mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's always all flash and flickery, but there might be some flash and flickery to this.
Mm-hmm.
And Melissa Harris is voicing her interest in it,
that's
Excellent.
interesting.
or at least her interest in anime in general.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it. Says anime is getting cooler and more cooler. Yep, that's the whole point of Anime Spotlight is to hopefully get you guys either interested in anime in general
Yeah.
or to tell you what goes on in each anime and if or not you should avoid it. Since the
Yeah.
professor has locked down the private group,
Yeah.
concerned that too much of it was flooded with anime requests or anime
Yeah.
recommendations. I had a hand in that too. I must admit. Um, only way to take it to my stream.
Yep.
Might as well do it my damn. But more than this, I did it
Yeah.
my way.
Yep.
But other than that, guys, let's get on to the next part of the story.
Yeah.
where shit really gets even more crazy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, Retro can't escape from his cell, so he asks Sandy, "Hey, you want to have sex?"
Pretty much.
The next what the fuck moment
Yeah, he's like,
The whole
"What?"
thing is a giant what the fuck moment because there's so much happens in it, you know?
just
Mm-hmm.
happens out of nowhere. It's like he asks that crazy question. Hey, you want to have sex? And of course she rebuffs him as you do. But
Yep.
then she's like, whatever, let's go.
And
Yeah.
but first he says to him, "How exactly? We're in our straitjackets." And
Hmm.
Yeah.
oh God, I'm not even gonna go there, but
I'm gonna go there. They get right into it. But the first thing that happens, she says, "Wrong hole."
my God. But I think what kills me is that
Every rookie mistake. Every
I think
rookie's
what
mistake.
kills me more than anything is the fact that all of the prisoners just listen in.
Hmm.
Yeah. They're
As you
voyeurs.
do.
Yep. And
As you
then
do.
and what's funny is that right after they do the deed, they basically break out of their little confinements and they stage a jailbreak.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, the brilliant star that shines through the night, the TV channel that sits to justice. Rise up, man, stands before you. Rise up, chop. Rise up,
Yeah.
kick.
Rise a man, baby done done, baby done done.
Gridman fan
Yeah, I was actually watching that earlier today too. I found it
on
on
YouTube, no less.
yeah.
Free on YouTube, by the way, everybody. If you want to check out not SS Gridman, but Gridman, the Hyper Agent.
Oh yes.
I got the Blu-ray.
I
I just
just
re
was gonna say I
I
got the
just
blue.
rewatched the first disc.
Yeah.
Quick aside by there. That's another promotion. Watch Gridman, guys. You will not be disappointed. It
Especially if
actually,
you're a fan of Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
yep. That and if you're interested in shows that have kids as the hero protagonists, done right, mind you, check out Gridman.
Mm-hmm.
Superhuman Samurai.
Samurai. Dun, dun, dun,
Of course, we're
dun,
getting
dun.
off track here. Back to Dead
Yeah.
Leaves. You know.
Thank you because you got me on one, motherfucker. Thank you. So thank you for that though.
Mhm.
But yeah, so he also mentions that I've seen it's been years since I've seen Deadlies. Well, you can watch it on Zoro TO, dude. It's available.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But where am I going with this? I'm losing track here. So yeah, they do the do. Somehow that breaks them out of their fucking restraints.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I could actually see that working.
And they even ask, how the hell we knew how to do that? I don't know. Let's go. Okay.
It was great how all of them were just like at the end they do the jailbreak. They base all the prisoners are saying, "You guys are great. We sounded so great. It was amazing. That was the best entertainment we ever had."
Hey,
And
you
I'm
want
just,
hey, you want to break out with us? Sure.
yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah,
A
pretty
lot
much.
a lot of dialogue, mind you, a lot of dialogue in Dead Leaves sums up. You want to do this? Yeah. You want to do this? Okay. Hey, you want to do this? Cool.
It's
It's
done
like
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 so casually too.
it's like they could ask you, you want to kill somebody? Cool.
Jeez.
It, it's like one of those kind of exchanges. It don't take it doesn't take that much convincing for you to do for somebody to get somebody to do something with you, not for
Right.
you but with you because they're along. Everybody's along for the madhouse basically in this
Yeah.
show in this movie. So of
Mm-hmm.
course it all starts with them raiding the here's where it came to a head when the breakout happens, right? So they're you got one of the prisoners confronting a legion of armed guards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes up to the guy.
Hmm.
He says, "We're not." He says something to the effect of, "We're not gonna listen to you guys. We're gonna break out of here. We're gonna leave, and there's nothing you can do about it." Dude pulls out a gun and just fucking pops him in the head.
Yep. And
Boom,
everybody,
headshot.
I love the slow motion. They're like, whoa.
I also like how Retro just goes in. I don't give a fuck. Let's take these guys out.
It's like, my hands are shaking. My hands are shaking. I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom,
Ah, the
headshot.
good old days of YouTube.
I couldn't. I couldn't resist.
So you know, you get that scene, and then it just basically retro comes in comes in like this.
Here's my motherfucking bomb! I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker!
I gotta love it.
And we lost Schooner in that exchange. He'll be back.
Ooh.
Or maybe that was Schooner in the clip. Who knows? But yeah. So, stuff, you know, guns are fired everywhere, both sides.
Yep.
You got the coolest guy there that gets a big fuck all tank and just start just motorboating these motherfuckers.
Yep.
Just mowing them down. You got all printers with guns. Just all kind of craziness happens. And even then, the art gets even crazier. There's a
Hmm.
moment where they all hook up to each other and they're moving like a snake. Of course, you got six
Yeah.
six and 7 7 not far behind. They're grunt, and they got this big fuck all train of a tank following them while they board a train, right?
Yeah.
And they're just getting the dudes that are far behind are getting grind the fuck up.
Yeah. That's weird.
I'm just like I'm just losing life as I'm watching these guys because I'm liking these guys, and every single time I see them die, my soul dies.
Yeah.
Every single time. I'm like, dude, I want him to live. I want him to live. I want him to live. I want him to live.
Yeah.
Also, now I gotta mention this. While this crazy shit is happening, Pandy is experiencing pregnancy.
Yep.
All the while,
Yep.
while this happens, she pukes, which is a sign of pregnancy. And the more as the movie goes, the more her trimester begins to grow. Like there's a moment where she's also there's a scene where she's now 9 months, or at least like the moment they see her puke again, the doctor examines her and she says she's pregnant, and she's like that's not possible. How the hell am I pregnant? And they bring up it's everything to do with the eye in her, her red eye, which again back to wiki,
Hmm.
she has something that the main villainess, the warden,
Mutation
wants.
gene.
Thank you. I know it's Gene, but I forgot what it was called. But yeah, thank you, Brian, for clearing that up.
Yeah.
She has the mutation gene in her eye, which is a valuable thing to have. Which we later find out now that that all the prisoners that they're fighting for freedom, quote unquote, with are actually defective experiments, clones, if you
Yep.
will.
Pretty much.
So yeah, each one are defective clones and experiments like mutants and what have you. Pandy and Retro are they're all real, by the way. They're not clones. Just to answer any future questions Melissa has in the chat, by the way.
Yeah.
Pandy and Retro are the only ones that don't have that are not clones at all. But again, we're getting more glimpses into Panda's keep calling her Panda. We're getting man. How did she get so pregnant?
Ah.
Beautiful line. Where is Schooner? He should have been back by now. I'm gonna check the MeWe real quick. He hasn't responded yet. Hopefully he hasn't. Hopefully he hasn't had a storm where he in his neck of the woods, mind you. The mutation gene cluster. Thank you. All right, and Schooner is back. Thank goodness, because I can't carry this without you, dude.
Yeah.
I kid, I kid. You guys know I sold this shit before.
Yep.
But we're on the part where Panda's can you call her Panda? What the hell? Where Panda is pregnant and she's
Well, that's the thing. She has a panda mark on her face.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they call her Pandy. But yeah, she's pregnant. She's experiencing more memories. even the what appears to be the warden as she was a young kid, and there's even a scene where her and Pandy shared a room together. Not necessarily shared a room, but like she was kind of like a babysitter to the warden when she was young.
Mm-hmm.
So we get stuff like that. Of course, 6 6 and 7 7 are basically oh okay, Schooner. I'm not gonna bring up that business.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Moving on. Yeah.
yeah, that kind of distracted me a little bit. Sorry about that. But yeah, anyways,
Mhm.
what am I saying? I was on the part where memories. Losing my train of thought, guys. Help me out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfucker, you supposed to be putting in work too now. I can't carry this alone.
Yeah.
I
I
kid, I kid.
it
Schooner,
was hard to follow from when I was watching. I'm like, okay,
It's hard
so
to follow because things get a little crazy, but ultimately, Pandy gives birth to the kid. The kid then goes on a rampage and sacrifices themselves to save Pandy and Retro.
yeah, he goes from
And
like infant to adult to like elderly person within the span of like not even 5 minutes.
I
well,
know.
before we touch upon that more, let's get the bare bones. Like ultimately, you see the army dwindling. Hey, Big
Mm-hmm.
Al.
Hey, Miguel.
But yeah, like the their army of misfits are dwindling. You see them die ever so quickly as the movie keeps going. You know, it's this high octane, just ultra violence. Like
Yeah.
Doom would blush at adds violence.
Mm-hmm.
You can even play the Doom track over this damn movie.
Oh, yeah. Right?
And it's so visceral.
Most of his music from Doom Eternal, but yeah, go with that, Brian.
Yeah. Rip and tear until it is done. Yeah. Dun, dun.
We're getting too carried away here. We can talk about Doom another time.
Yeah, we're getting off track again.
As always, this comes with the territory, as always. But yeah, excuse me. So she's 9 months at that point while the chaos is happening. So far they're it's just the fight has now boiled down to just them fighting 6 6 and 7 7. Now, mind you, they're 6 6 7 7, but I always call them 6 6 because that's what they say in the dub. By the way,
Right.
so that fight is amazing. By the way, it just keeps going by that point. Like the each it showcases the power scaling between Panda Retro Panda
Indeed.
Pandy and Retro versus 6 6 and 7 7, while 6 6 is more of a blade master type. 7 7 is more of the guns guys. So like 6 6 7 7, they you see them get prepared anyways. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
they get prepared. You see
Right.
them get you see 6 6 get his swords, and you see 7 7 it's like just go Rambo ready, like Commando ready. Actually,
Yeah.
it's like
Mm-hmm.
you can have a whole you can just play the Commando suit up montage over his scene. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
The music. I mean, I'm talking about the music mainly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you have that set up, and you get the payoff, which is the big fight. And all throughout that whole fight, it's like they're just going through each and every levels of deadlies, just fucking up everything but themselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like even hell, even Drill Dick has his moment too, which
I know.
Yeah, he puts his drill like in somebody's head and then twists around.
Oh my god.
he does. And what's funny was when he attempts to attack 7 7, he does this wind up thing before he does it. He just takes the drill,
Mm-hmm.
just winds up, tries to drill it into his neck,
Yeah, and then
Yep.
he
and
gets
all because he has a thing for Retro.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will save you, senpai. Nope,
I
denied.
denied.
He nod.
How does how does how does 77 dispatch drilled guy
He just puts his
as drill?
finger on him as he's spinning.
Yep, he just grinds them to nothingness, and the only thing that's left
Is the
is
drill.
his drill. And what comes out of it is clear liquid at the tip.
Oh God.
Oh, nasty, man.
Well, at least he died doing what he loved. He got his load out.
Oh my God.
Look, the jokes write themselves, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Pretty.
I mean, he yeah, yeah. His full name is Chico. Sorry, Chinko Drill. He,
Yeah.
sadly, he does look like a Mexican.
Oh my God.
Yep.
He definitely does look like a Mexican.
I'm convinced the guy who did Gurren Lagann did this show.
I'll have to look that up later.
Mhm.
Cause yeah, Gurren Lagann does have some pretty out there stuff
Yep.
Yeah.
compared to Dead Leaves.
hmm
But yeah. So we lost him. Retro just found out he can control robots by
Yep.
inserting his because
He
before
loses his
that
body at one point. I remember.
yeah, I think seven
And-
no six
yeah.
six cut his head off,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then
And that's what makes Pandy like lose her shit.
Yeah.
Mhm,
He
that's-
just goes full roaring rampage of revenge from that point.
yep, and yeah, that's basically where the big we're all over the place. It's like this movie. I love it though. I love it. So yeah, fast forward. They I wouldn't say they make quick work of these two, mind you. In fact, they don't even make quick work of them at all. I mean, hell, we even lose another cool character, the Doctor, who's essentially a testicle,
Yep.
Yep.
who actually goes on a complete long exposition dump before he dies.
Yep.
Explain what her purpose is and what she did. And again, Pandy is completely dejected from it, though she is still kind of like wondering. She's still left in wonder, like what really went on in Dead Leaves. And as the movie progresses, her memory starts coming back in. You know, of course we get her to we get to the point where they meet the warden, and oh boy, the warden's design, my goodness.
Oh yeah.
And then we get the fight between her and Pandy.
Don't get ahead of me. Let me explain the warden's design, if you will.
Right.
Little Red Riding Hood ain't got shit on this woman. She's done in a red cloak completely. She's basically her thank you Neil, the doctor was named Dr. Yabu. She's done in this she's adorned with this long ass cloak. She has her childhood hairstyle, which is essentially your traditional little three braid little baby girl braids.
Right.
I do believe she still has both her eyes intact, if I recall. She has a scar though. She has scarring everywhere, by the way. And I think she has cybernetic prosthetics as well, like a prosthetic arm, prosthetic legs here and there.
Right.
To say the least, whatever encounter she had with Panda fucked her up badly,
Yeah.
or at least she got fucked up in the event that involved both her and Panda. Fuck, I'm gonna keep calling her Panda. Panda. Not kidding. The moment she gets ready for battle, she literally exposes herself in the most gratuitous way.
Yep.
Essentially, she's wearing not a damn thing underneath that cloak.
Full frontal nudity, baby.
Wow, I was not expecting that.
Nope.
I mean, if fan disservice was in effect here, it's one right here, because there's nothing right about this woman at all.
Nope.
She's just insane. In fact, I think her first introduction, she's in her uniform. specifically, yeah. Her first introduction, she's in shadow, mind you. She's basically a silhouette, but she's also
Yeah.
wearing her warden uniform, and I can't for the life of me think why she forgo that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neil Star says Cyborg BB Hood ain't playing around. Yes, her arsenal is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yep.
If I
Yeah.
recall, what was her arsenal was? Can you guys recount what her arsenal was?
I don't even remember because there was so many different guns. I remember.
Schooner, do you have any idea?
I think it was. Hang on. I'm trying to remember because now you got me all curious. Dang it! What was it?
I got the movie on hand, so I'll skip to it.
Yeah. Hang on. Maybe I should go back and watch it again. Again, it was like one of those. It's like one of those movies you can only watch once, and at the very end, you're like, What did I just watch?"
Kind
I
of like
feel
I
like,
just said earlier, right at the beginning of this thing, right?
but at the
Mm,
very end, you're like, but at the very end, you're like going, "I think I need a shower."
oh, I still like that moment where Retro, as the robot, just pulls out all those fucking guns. Both him and 77 just start blasting each other.
Yep.
Oh, by the
Hang,
way, okay, she
um,
has a cod piece. I forgot about that. She also has a cod piece.
yep. Warden.
She has blades. She actually decapitates decapitates Retro.
Galactica. That was her name.
Yeah, Galactica. She has a heart. She also has a heart on her forehead. Yeah, she got both her eyes intact. She's got
Yeah.
blades. Or actually, she has morphin technology. Actually,
She
her
has an
Morphin'
arsenal of
time,
weapons
bitch.
of sinister basically these things. Her weapon is basically her body. Her body's a weapon because
hmm
all of these things can pop out of them.
hmm her tit can actually become a cannon. One of
Oh
her
my
tits.
god! Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pandy is only armed with a 6.6's sword and her lipstick bombs. That's right.
Yeah.
She has lipstick
And I thought Mega Man had an
bombs
impressive
where
arsenal.
she basically, you know, anime can be very creative, don't it, boys?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And manga.
Yep.
Oh yeah, manga included.
But the
But
thing is that
it's a very well crafted fight, to
well,
say the least. Go ahead, Schooner.
but also what we learned about Dead Leaves, I mean, especially the prison, from the limited information that we got, is that apparently they clone and do engineering experiments,
Exactly.
Hmm.
and it's very weird as to what it is. I mean, what their goal is. It's never explained why they're doing it or what their goal is.
All we know is sadistic.
All we know, yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
statistics, and that's probably why that probably explains Retro and Pandy. But we'll get to that.
So yeah, let's get back into another little memory spike in her memory.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy with the broom hair could
Mm-hmm.
possibly be Retro before he got a TV for a head.
Yep.
There's a moment where there's a scene where Pandy gets struck by something and she's gripping her eye, or some kind of liquid flies into her eye
Right.
Mm-hmm.
in one of those scenes. There's even a scene where they see where you see the warden as a child laying down in what could be assumed to be a pool of blood. Now, the warden makes a mention that she was the reason why her father died, Panda specifically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
She blames her all for her family dying, and that's why she has such a kill boner for the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, then we get the moment where she's almost about to win. By the way, where she's got her in a deadlock, and then a gun pops out between Pandy's legs.
My
Oh
God!
yeah. That's when the child is
It did
born.
happen.
Yep.
What'd you say, Dominic?
That's it. Yeah, I remember watching it the first time. So my reaction was, did I did I just really see that happening?
saw that, I bust up laughing.
I was just like,
No,
what
I'm
the
laughing
fuck?
too, because like it was really absurd.
Right?
They come up with the most absurd shit in this
Freaking,
anime.
freaking eat your heart out. What's her face from Lupin?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nimine, I think her name was. With her pussy trap.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice
I'm
booby
like,
trap.
I'm like this. I'm like this. Bra has a freaking punching glove between her legs. And he pulls out a SMG.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you better think twice, Lupin.
Oh yeah.
That's not even. We're not even getting to the caterpillar yet.
Nope, not yet. We're getting there. So I'm still reeling up on the fact that a freaking
You
baby
haven't. You
comes
haven't.
out of her vagina with two dual wielding guns
Good
and
lord.
start lighting up on the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the name of the baby, Lil Amp. Thank you, Neil Star.
Yikes.
Did they name him that, by the way, Neil? I think that I don't know. That might be creators naming the creation. But yeah, Lil Amp gets born. He blasts the warden. The warden ain't dead, by the way. And lo and behold, neither is 6'6" or 7'7". Throughout
Nope.
all the shit that they did to these guys are still alive. Heads are still moving, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And they they go to the warden, what's left of her body, by the way, and merge with her.
Yep.
And I think the caterpillar. We did mention the caterpillar, but I think the caterpillar was something that was incubating, and then it wakes up
Yeah.
and just devours her.
And it starts devouring most of the prison.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it goes and it started to make its way for Earth.
Yep.
So it's up to our quote unquote heroes to stop them, and somehow they can fly.
I know. Yeah, that's another thing. Wait a minute. They can fly. Why haven't they been flying throughout the
They
entire?
fly now.
What is going on here?
Like since when?
They fly now. They fly now. They fly now. But yeah, they're flying. It's almost akin to a your classic arcade style side scroller video game, what have you, while they're pursuing the caterpillar.
Mm-hmm.
So far, Lil Amp has become Big Amp. He's a stunning young man, still wearing his diaper, by the way,
Oh
with a pacifier.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we ain't go into detail how we describe this little boy. So he's essentially yellow green with a
Mm-hmm.
diaper.
Right.
I believe he has both. I think he has both his eyes red, or he's got the same eyes as as Pandy,
Right.
and he's got two speakers on the side of his head, like devil horns or something like that.
Yep.
And he's got two Uzis in his hands.
Yeah.
Those are signature weapons. So they're going and they're shooting the caterpillar with their guns, what guns they have left, and of course the guns don't have no effect to them.
Mm-hmm.
By the time they finally get ahead of the caterpillar, Lil Amp is now, well, Big Amp is now Old Man Amp, and so his final goodbye is Mother.
Oh.
That is sad.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Like
I
he
don't
doesn't say
any
nothing else, but he actually he basically saying goodbye to his parents. You know, he's saying goodbye to Pan. He's saying goodbye to Retro, but you know he's actually opting to sacrifice himself. So what he does is he goes right inside the worm, and the most psychedelic thing happens. The worm starts writhing and writhing. Oh, mind you, I believe the worm's head is also at the tip of the worm, in the middle of the worm's forehead. Her head's dangling out of it, like Jet from Man in Black 2, the giant worm.
Right.
Yeah, Jeff.
Jeff the giant worm. She's basically just like that. She It's weird, dude. But back to the death scene. The worm is writhing and writhing, writhing, and he essentially blows up another chunk of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the moon? That poor moon has been broken up enough already.
Right, and Retro says, "Well, hey, the moon looks even more chewed up."
Yep.
So
Yeah,
again, and what's funny is Pandy expresses we went through pregnancy and contraception all in one what does he say?
In a
What was
single
it?
day.
Yeah, in a single day. She's amazed at the fact that they had a child in a single day.
Mm-hmm.
And again, they're still a bit dejected by the events that's happened. So they're ready to just chill out until their freaking ship that I guess they boarded in
hmm
Mm-hmm.
starts malfunctioning and is on a collision course with Earth. Um, I believe that they had either they redirected it or they jettisoned themselves out of it. And again, they the movie ends with them falling on somebody down below, and it just stops
Yeah.
right there, implying that they might have done this several times over.
Yep.
Yikes.
That might be the implication. Not saying that that's where I fall on particularly,
It's like,
but
wait a
you
minute.
can have that.
Now
Go ahead.
suddenly this anime wants to be deep.
It's like, oh, here we go again.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it did try to be deep when it talked about the story about the cow pillars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, caterpillars, why are you looking up there? If you keep looking up there, your necks are gonna get longer, and thus the caterpillar's necks grew longer.
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing the story, by the way,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's basically how the story kind of goes. It's
hmm
the ants are eating the leaves. The caterpillars are looking up to the ants who are controlling the tree where the leaves are. And of course, the ants are having a conversation with the caterpillars and say, "Hey, if you keep looking up there, your necks are going to grow longer." And again, like I said, as the story goes, the caterpillars' necks grew longer, and now they reach the leaves. There may be some explanation as to what that story is about,
hmm
but as of right now, I have no fucking clue what it means.
Yeah.
I don't know either, and I stopped trying to understand this movie because when it was all said and done, I was just like, oh, thank God it's over.
hmm
I take it you didn't like it, Schooner.
I didn't. This is not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I kind of unsure what to really make of it myself, to be honest.
Party poopers, not kidding.
This is just not my cup of tea.
I guess
Yeah.
I guess I'm the Dominic. What was your take on Dead Leaves?
Well, oh, I mean, after you rewatching it a couple of times, it has its charm. So I like it. Like it just for how insane it is.
You're like me then, because
Yeah.
I love it for how insane it is. It just, dude, I dare the SJWs to even try to pick apart this movie.
I don't think they could. They're too stupid to
No,
comprehend anything beyond like what.
I think this is beyond. This is just beyond.
It's
Oh,
losing its refuge and audacity as an animation.
Mm.
Neil Star says I don't think that's the baby's actual name. That's just what I call the baby because of the speakers on his head. Yeah, it's a nice name.
That works.
He also leaves us with his Darkwing Duck quote. He says, "And I thought I was confused when I didn't know what was going on."
Pretty much.
So yeah, oh my goodness, this I can watch this movie so many
It's,
times over.
yeah, I got real Fooly Cooley vibes too from it. Anybody
Would would
remember
th-
Fooly Cooley?
would
I
that
remember
be
fully coolly.
would that be a rewatch then? one of these days. We either talk about Fully Cooley or we rewatch Fully Cooley. Do not watch the sequels.
No. Just watch the original.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, for anybody who's interested in FLCL as it's called or Fully Cooley,
Mm-hmm.
do not watch the sequels. Because from what I heard, it sounds like they try to make sense of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
When you
Fully Cooley is not supposed to make sense. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Fully Cooley is, but it has its way of conveying its message. I thought that was pretty cool, but that's for another stream.
Yep.
Yeah. This is fully cool without the childhood slice of life story.
Yeah, and this is more of how much of this how much can we get away with?
Yep.
Well, the Japanese get away with a lot of shit
Yeah.
due to their sovereignty in their country.
Yep.
Also, the French didn't get away with a lot of things with what they put.
Also, nobody was safe in this story. Almost. I mean, you got the gay guy get got in this movie too. The old guy gets got. Hell, even the macho ultra masculine dude gets got.
Mm-hmm.
The point is everybody gets got except for Pandy and Retro.
The strong female character. Not
Exactly.
kidding. But any favorite characters you guys want to bring up in this story? Because there's a lot of characters besides our protagonists.
I'm gonna say the guy with the drill dick.
Chinko.
Of course, you would go with them.
Of course,
as well,
Fizz
because
hates
that's
Fully
just
Cooley.
so out there as a concept, you know.
I like Sarge. Sarge was my boy. The big skeleton dude with the Sarge head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Neil Star agrees. Sequels are let down, and of course, Fizz hates Fully Cooley.
Yeah.
He might as well not be part of this because it's hard to find something to his liking if it's not a mystery or anything.
Well, first off, like I said, anime is a very tricky deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like it's a neat, like you said, you wanted to do this. The point of this stream was to bring some lesser known anime
attention. Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing a Team Ghost Planet. This anime is a drug-induced nightmare.
Did she ever watch it?
Did you watch it? Did you watch it? Did you?
I say Deadlies. I say Deadlies is 1 + 1 equals Ed if it takes up to 11.
I'd say it's like the bastard child of something produced by Nickelodeon and MTV.
I'll go a step further. I'll go a step further. I'm thinking more. Dirt Leaves is more like trying to smell the color purple.
So did anybody play Team America's theme song during the prison break?
No.
America!
Fuck yeah! Coming out to say the motherfucking day, yeah!
America!
Fuck yeah! That leaves your time is through.
Oh my god, this is okay. So I'm just gonna say but like I said, if I had to pick a favorite character, I guess it would have to be Retro because he's got a TV for a head. I thought that was funny.
CR does that.
But like I said, I didn't like this. I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I want to like it, but it's just I don't know. I mean, I don't know why I don't.
Straight up randomness is not for everybody. Let's just go with that.
But that's the thing, though. I love things like Monty Python and Fully Cool. Those embody randomness. But I don't know. I mean, it's just this thing seems to love its ultra violence.
Yeah. Even the professor wouldn't love this.
Yeah,
I know for sure he would not have liked this anime.
Probably not, because it's hard to really call Pandy and Retro heroes in the traditional sense.
Well, and
Well,
it's
that's what I said. I put
this,
them as protagonists as air quotes because as again when we talked about the story, they're not the kindest people either. But then again, Pandy is the only one that has a stake in this whole story right now because it's mostly involved with her.
hmm
Mostly.
and the warden is like obsessed with creating a demented game of Pandy's favorite fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
Again, though, the cat actually, believe it or not, the caterpillar, I can see now is part of a fairy tale, but you have to read a lot of Junji Ito. Apparently, if you want to learn more about a caterpillar's purpose in Japanese culture,
Right.
but I don't. Yeah,
So you
but
guys are ready to wrap this up?
yeah.
I think so.
I think we went over an hour enough to that's crazy for a 50-minute movie. We actually were
I
able to
did
go an
actually,
hour into
I,
it.
I did actually think that was crazy too. Is that when the movie was over, I was like, did 50 minutes really pass?
Right. So, anyways, I'd like to thank everybody for being here.
Hmm.
Those five of you in that fluctuating audience counter. Damn it, YouTube. Can you stop lying to me? Same to you, StreamYard. But I'm pretty sure it's going to get a huge number of views, just like the Alien 9 did. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Right.
Let me check the numbers on that one real quick because I'm ready to do more of this.
that's another. See, at least Alien 9 I can get behind. I actually enjoyed that.
One of us was a party pooper, but I'm not gonna bring any names.
I think
Whoa,
we know the one.
whoa, dudes,
What's up?
you guys are gonna flip your shit when I tell you guys this.
What's that?
My channel went 132 subscribers.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Celebrate good times. Come
Come
on.
on. So Alien 9's
Da-dum.
at 23 views, and Vampire the Bloodlust rewatch is 21. Open chat, open topic chat went 40. Nice.
Nice.
So it's the channel is still getting traction as always, even though we change heads over time.
Well, we've
So
been
you gotta
squirrely.
remember,
We will be
too,
getting everybody back.
just remember, it's just it's a hard time right now, but that doesn't mean nobody's watching.
Exactly. So just before we start wrapping up, as actually just a quick update.
Right.
So what we're doing with next week will be we'll be covering Now and Then, Here and There, of course. The week after we'll be covering Dune. So I hope every one of you motherfuckers have watched this movie.
Twice.
That or you've read the book.
I've seen the movie twice, and I have
Okay.
actually read the book, but I do not remember it.
Damn it, Schooner! Why you always gotta be a fucking overachiever?
Okay. First off, the movie is great, but the way they condense that large book, that's incredible. I can't remember.
Every time I bring up some event, he's always like, "Yep, I did the extra mile. I went above and beyond." Like, damn it, make us feel bad.
No, it's
I kid.
inspiration.
I know.
It's so much fun.
I
It's
know.
like, even with Claymore, I watched the anime, even though I didn't like where it ended. But I reread. I'm rereading the manga now because I just love it so much.
Good. You should. So yeah. About that actually, the manga studies will be continuing. Still picking out when we're going to continue Claymore, and picking out when we're going to continue Inuyasha. I'm wheezing and I can't think. Thank you. That and along with Dorohedoro and Gigant. Man, I think Gigant got the most views too. Actually.
Well, yeah. I mean, think about it. It's huge.
Ah,
So we're doing that. Oh, good news. Actually, going back to the Doom discussion, Leia will be hopefully joining us for that discussion.
that
So
would
Woo!
be
Rock
cool.
and roll!
we will be getting a return of the Lady of Valor.
Hmm.
Hopefully, we'll see. You guys know what? Actually, Gigant is actually not too far behind Claymore. Claymore actually went to 46 views now. Gigant is 44.
Nice.
So
That is
we're
good to
definitely
know.
talking about that. I think it's due to the hour length that we have now. Now I'm going with the hour length thing. I think that's
Right.
what's getting the most traction about it. That or it's Gigant.
Could be. Why not both?
Could be. But yeah, so yeah, Manga Slays will be continuing. Haven't heard anything from Trooper yet, whether or not he's coming back or not. He's still got his own shit to deal with right now, so we'll leave him to his
Devices.
Hmm.
yeah. Thank you, Neostar, for congratulating me. By the way, so yeah, I'm definitely happy about that accomplishment. I did not know that happened. Actually, as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh shit!" I guess I gotta get the gift keeps on giving. But let me stop sucking my own dick, but real quick for a spell and let everybody know what's going on. We will be preparing for season 3 of Will Commander Rebels coming this year. Um, like I said, we'll still be testing out the ropes, testing out the waters of what can we bring to the table for as far as new content is concerned. Because I'm not saying we're going away from our usual shtick, which is complain about shit and talk shit,
Hmm.
but we will be focusing on fun for a change. That's what I've been saying for the longest time since the beginning. We're shifting our goals to do more fun stuff.
Right.
Talk about fun
Yeah.
topics or talk about old stuff too that people can get into. Again, with this whole us talking about dead leads, we'll be talking about older anime too
Yeah,
in a
because
bit.
people are looking for something to entertain themselves since current mainstream stuff isn't really doing it for a lot of people. So let's be the guy that provides the alternatives.
Exactly. And maybe we'll talk about what this channel is mostly modeled after. Robotech.
Nice.
One of these days, we'll
Woohoo!
talk about Robotech. Sorry, Fizz, I leave you out since you don't like mech anime.
Yeah.
Also, like, as a suggestion, like besides talking about like older anime, we could talk about older manga and comic books from the past.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Do what Ishii's doing nowadays. He's actually he's branching out too with the whole Wordcraft thing lately. By the way, guys, subscribe to Wordcraft. Let me link Ishii's channel on that one. If you guys want to learn a whole new craft, what have you, check out Ishii's Wordcraft channel.
Hmm.
If I can find the
And
motherfucker.
you could do an artist room live stream.
Yes, we can actually. Thank you for that.
I mean, I mean, like me, and a couple of others here. Like we're artists like the illustration variety as well as writing. So why not why not like learn a page or two from Ishii's writers room?
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
Exactly.
That would be pretty cool.
So the format for that one would be we can talk about what an artist can do as far as materials concerned.
Oh, I got the
What we
perfect
can
title for it.
go ahead.
I'm an artist. Now what?
Yeah, that and here's another thing. We can talk about the materials. What kind of materials work best for what. We can have we can even bring in some artists themselves on here too. If I can reach out to any artists out there.
Mm-hmm.
And again, my doors are still always open for anybody who wants to uh to to come to us to talk about their stuff, to talk about their work, like how Fizz came in to talk about Goofanoid, or at least he he continues to talk about Goofanoid, which is good. Keep doing that, dude. Keep doing that. Um, what I would like to say is,
Bring back elevator pitch.
yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing that's coming back. Elevator pitch. Elevator pitch is going to be a thing too. Still, I really did like how elevator pitch went, especially when Final joined up and talked about his story too. So again, if you guys are having trouble contacting Professor Geek or Troy or Ishi, you know where to find us.
Mm-hmm.
I always link our stuff, especially in the UN space, especially join the UN Spacey Wolf Fleet and touch base with us.
Right.
By the time you come back, we probably be done. But go ahead, Schooner.
I'm just saying, yeah, some really cool stuff on our MeWe. And if you want to come on here, just let us know.
Yep.
Side note too, definitely going to be breaking again. Still gonna continue to break down the streams to do some at least like 5 to 50-minute clips. Definitely going to be
Yep.
I'm definitely going to be clipping our reenactment of Charles Xavier and Apocalypse Schooner.
Excellent.
So look forward to that. I'm going to clip in some moments where we try to voice act or try to sing.
Oh God, yeah.
Maybe clip some of Leia's musings of her special guy Captain America.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just saying too. I mean, if Wolf and I were willing to try and know that we are going to probably stink, we're ahead of a lot of people who don't even try.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was, what's funny about that moment when we did that? That was off the cuff.
Yep, that was just off the cuff.
Like he had the Charles's I think he like I decided that on a whim and Schooner just followed suit quickly.
Yep, exactly.
He got the lines ready and everything and we ended up doing the damn thing. And you guys decide on whether we nailed it or not. And I'll definitely clip that and post that on the YouTube channel. And you guys be the deciding factor on whether we did that good or not, especially my Apocalypse voice.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, did I do that right? Whatever. Whatever. I felt great doing that Apocalypse voice.
Yeah.
That's one thing I want to push for everybody specifically. Be glad that you did it.
Mm-hmm.
More so than whether it sounds good on paper to you or not.
I say just go forth and do it. If you don't like it, then you at least know what you want. And you're better off for at least trying than to never have done it in the first place.
Shut up and try. Shut up and try.
Yep.
And improve.
Or
just do your best. Put it out there and see if people like it. If not, you can always go back and redo a few things.
And please listen to constructive criticism, not no you suck.
Yeah.
Don't listen to that.
Don't listen to that. Just listen to the people that are trying to help you instead of the guys that are just gonna bring you down.
Yeah. That's another video we should also make again too. It's like constructive criticism. How to give constructive criticism.
And how to take it. And how to receive it.
Because a lot of people tend to just insult stuff without really giving any way as to how it can improve.
And
go ahead, Dominic. Hang on, Schooner. Go ahead, Dominic. You got something to say?
Well, I was about to mention Wes of Thinking Critical. He recently made a video about constructive critique and how it does not equal hate. Which is something like some of the modern creators are trying to tout, which we know is not true. And other people know that's not true.
Yeah, that's for a whole other stream, but it's clear that don't let anybody say there's no such thing as constructive criticism. There is. And it's like, and anybody who doesn't listen to constructive criticism are just making excuses.
And it's like, well, improve because, some people may catch things you don't about your work,
Hey,
right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've lost 97 pounds. I've lost 92 pounds.
Shit,
What's up? What were you going to say, Wolf?
I got distracted.
But
No,
it's
I was gonna ask you, Schooner. What was that quote by Tyrion about cutting the person's tongue out?
yeah. Person. Oh
When
crap.
you cut out a person's tongue, you don't prove him a liar, but that you fear what he may say.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Exactly. There is no greater perpetrator than who says they don't like criticism. Then I'm sorry to say this, Miles Luna of Ruby, because
Mm.
he said in a comic convention, and I will never forget this,
Yeah.
that he says, I see the constructive criticism, I just don't like the way they phrased it, ergo I won't listen. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
That's moronic.
that's moronic right there.
Yeah.
And the and
You're thus proving the line from Tyrion.
yeah, I'm just saying then your series deserves to fail. If your story deserves to fail, if you don't take the constructive criticism. I mean, as much as I don't like Dead Leaves, and my criticisms of it are like, for what the hell? I mean, but I can respect it because it's so it's like it's like the creator's like, we're not apologizing for this. I will not apologize for this. You chose
Or
to
like the
watch
wolf.
it. Yep, exactly.
Got a problem with bouncers? I will not apologize for it. I do would like to hear your thoughts on it though, because you're just giving me more attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Never.
That's how
And never apologize
good
for your
good or
crap.
bad criticism. You're giving my work attention. That's all it needs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Love and care,
Yep.
even if that care is hate.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I mean,
Dominic.
never.
You were gonna say something.
I was saying never apologize for your craft, and that's something like artists, be it writers, artists of any type have done it in the past, but nowadays, it's because of a vocal minority within the population. They want these like creatives who have been around for years to apologize for like works that they've done in the past, and people left them for it.
Well,
Hmm.
yeah, that's another thing. I mean, first off, are you mad? What are you guys more upset about? Are you mad that I created it, or are you mad because I got successful because of it?
Probably both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could be
exactly.
that and more.
It's like, why are you guys yelling at me? I mean, Frank Miller. As much as I
Why
don't
you
like Frank,
booing me? I'm right.
yeah, exactly. Why are you booing me? I'm right. Exactly. Hannibal Buress, Eric Andre show.
I mean, we could also do like a part two live stream of sorts for the objective versus subjective live stream
Hmm.
if we
We still,
want to.
yeah, we're still mulling on ideas on part two of anything that we started in
Yeah.
this whole stream series.
Mm-hmm.
Just picking a time where it counts, where we bring it back. I mean, there's been many multiple times we should have brought back identity validation versus
Yeah.
representation, especially
Mm-hmm.
with the new crew. Any one of you guys have your own 2 cents to bring up, especially with the way how
And
things have. Go ahead.
you've also touched on idealization versus sexualization.
Objectification. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Thank you. Uh, and thanks for the correction.
Mm.
There's no
Go
problem.
ahead. Continue. Continue, Dominic. What are your thoughts?
Well, well, say like these type of topics, deserve to like be touched on like every now and then. And if there's anything that hasn't been that we haven't touched on or we haven't thought of before, then we're more than welcome to.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So yeah, here's another thing, Dominic. Don't feel free to always shoot me some ideas.
Hmm.
So make sure because you man, you have some interest ideas. I know it was you probably that mentioned world building. Still would like to talk about that, but I probably don't have the skills to really
Mhm.
give a definitive talking point about world building yet.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Unless
Yeah.
I hear from multiple sources to
Hmm.
really get a concrete idea of how to do world building correctly, because I know you brought that up a few times. I was like, yeah, it's
Well,
on the list still,
well,
but
there's a bunch of ways you can do it. I mean, if you need the co-host, I can jump in.
yeah, it's too subjective to talk about world building,
It is. It, yeah.
Yeah.
especially when you want
Well,
that balance of what's world building and what's too much world building,
Well, it also
or
depends on what kind of world are you trying to build as well, because not everything will fit into every world.
well,
that
the other thing
and
is world building. What is world building but the extension of the story, and what is a story but the extension of the character?
Yeah,
So that's
and
really what
another
world
way
building is.
that yeah, world building can also be done through dialogue between the
Yeah.
characters.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't always have to like devote extra time to that. Just let the characters speak it. They live in the
that
world after all.
and you have to be very careful on using world building as a liability. It can be too you can be too over reliant on it.
Well, yeah, I mean that's one of the problems I had with. That's one of the things with Dune. I mean, the world. Speaking, getting back on point, Dune has a lot of world building and there's a lot of dense exposition.
hmm
Yeah, I mean, like take Akira for example. Well, people recognize both the manga and the anime for its world building. It was even
Mm-hmm.
mentioned in Manga in Theory and Practice by Hirohiko Araki when he was talking about the four pillars of manga.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
The interesting thing about Akira is that it took a fictitious event. So it's basically what it did was this is the future of our world, and after a third world war occurred, um, this is now an alternate world we're living in. It's like a hyper futuristic '80s movie. That's basically
hmm
what Akira is,
Retrofuturism.
a retro futurism.
But we've gone on and on about this conversation. We can talk about this some other time. So, I'd like to
Right.
thank everybody for being here, and for my compatriots, the Maverick Hunter Saint.
Thank you for having me, everybody. I was hoping you all enjoyed our talk, and I hope you all enjoyed Dead Leaves. Those of you who have watched it, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you've seen here. This has been Brian Gilmartin. No damage to report. Moving to next area.
The schooner of the tuna, schooner tuna.
Coming at you live from a secret government facility buried deep underground, but has excellent Wi-Fi. This is Schooner Tuna. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you like our channel, please help it grow. And if you have any suggestions, pop a little comment there in the comment section, and we will go over it. So this is Schooner Tuna signing off. Bloop, 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 bloop.
And for the now christened Hound of the South, Dominic Powell.
Pleasure to be here, and as everyone's mentioned, like, share, and subscribe, and tell us what you think of Dead Leaves. If you seen it, feel like don't hold back with your impressions. Impressions, good, bad, the ugly, everything else. We would like to hear what you had to say about this as we continue doing our anime talks.
Yep. Oh, I think you cut out there.
He'll be back.
No, I'm still here.
Continue.
Oh, but yeah. As always, like see us again on Tuesdays and Thursdays, depending on which topics that we'll be discussing. So until then, this is Dominic, Comic Wiz Powell.
Comic Wiz Powell. I like that. I think I'm gonna call you that from now on. Comic Wizard. Or Comic Wiz.
Yeah.
Because
Until then,
he is a whiz.
yep. Until then, he's still the Hound of the South.
I like that. I like that too. So I'm keeping it.
Then you know what? Let's go with this. The Hound of the South, Dominic, the Comic Wiz Powell. What do you think?
Nice.
I like it.
I love
Do you
it.
like that name, Dominic?
Dude, I love it.
Well, I got bad news for you, Dominic. They don't serve chicken broth and tater tots in my core. One of these
That's
days,
good one.
I'm about to really pull out a really good Sergeant Hartman impression. One of these
Yeah.
days, just I'm about to find it the
He's a
special
timeless
occasion.
character.
Yep, here's what we need for men.
Yep.
Well,
Definitely.
a
Oh
comeback.
yeah.
We need that as a comeback to remind my men and boys on like who they are.
Well,
Yeah.
for one, you're a killer. Not kidding. What are you in my car for, sir? To kill. To kill? Are you a killer, son?
You're
Sir,
a
yes,
killer.
sir.
Sir, you're a killer. Sir, yes, sir.
It's like you're a killer, huh? So where's your war face, sir? Your war face. Ah!
Ah! You
You
gotta
didn't
be
scare me.
shitting. You gotta be shitting me. He says, you gotta be shitting me. That's not a war face. Give me a real war face. Ah!
Ah!
Yes.
You still
Kill
didn't
me.
scare me. Work on it, sir. Son? How tall are you?
And
5'9". 5'9". That's how. I didn't know stick. I didn't know you could stack shit that high.
Do you suck dick? No, sir. No, sir. Bullshit. I bet you can suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Do I make you nervous? Are you trying to call me? Are you saying I'm an asshole, sir? No, sir. Bullshit. I bet you're the type of guy that could suck a guy's dick and wouldn't have the common courtesy to give him a reach around. I would keep my eyes on you.
God, I'm just saying, John alone is crazy. That movie is freaking insane, but
Yeah.
in a good way.
Dude, Full Metal Jacket could have survived alone on the boot camp scene. It
Yep.
didn't even need to be an hour-long movie.
Yeah, exactly. Right at the end of the boot camp scene, it's like roll credits. You have everything.
Just bury Sergeant Hartman, and that would have been the end of that.
Yep.
I think Sergeant Hartman and Major Payne would get along with each other really well.
Yep.
Man, they probably already visit the bar together one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
One time, I think they do take place in the same universe.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me either, at all. That and who's another Joe Sergeant McNasty?
The guy from I think it's a Slap on Titan.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Yep.
Shaddis, fucking Shaddis,
This guy's legs are a freaking weapon.
fucking Shaddis.
And it was awkward for everyone.
I swear, those two have to be the greatest drill sergeants in fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Like even regular Shaddis from Attack on Titan proper is fucking amazing. Even with his confession, like in the later season, it's like, damn, dude, that's rough.
Mm-hmm.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves, and we're going far too long for our ending. So this has been your welcome ender to remind you guys once again, you are the UN Spacey. Welcome to the Wolf Fleet. Ow!